गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन।
गुड इवनिंग।
नमस्कार। मैं हूं आपका दोस्त एंड होस्ट विवेक पटेलिया। आपका स्वागत है हमारे इस वीकली बाय वीकली प्रोग्राम स्मार्ट टॉक्स में। आज हमारे गेस्ट हैं डॉक्टर मिस्टर रविंदर जैन। रविंदर जी is well known in India and Burma. Burma is also known as Myanmar. He is a veteran in pharma. He worked for almost 25 plus years in pharmaceutical industry and currently helping and taking care of various roles in different organizations in Myanmar. He is a well-known representative of Hindi News Cover, a news channel that is Hindi Cover, and also running his own consultancy known as 4R Consultancy. So, welcome, Ravinder ji.
Thank you, Mr. Vivek, for so nice introduction.
Thank you. And it is great pleasure for us to you being part of this session today. So, before moving ahead with the topic of the day, I would like to know how did you land up in Myanmar? What is the story behind your reaching out there?
Okay. My last job was in Pune. I was a regional manager with Novo Nordics. As you already know, Novo Nordics is a world #1 diabetes company, and it is a Danish company. And working with Novo Nordics is always like a dream for anybody. So I apply in that company for international job because my wife, Rolly Jansi, was very keen to go out of India. So when I apply in this company, so what happened in this company, they say you have to wait for 5 years because they in Novo Nordics, mostly people don't leave it very easily because they are one of the best employer in the world. So I was also doing well, but then in between my boss, Mr. Amrish Sethi, resigned from Novo Nordics and he joined IPCA as a GM International. So he called me, Ravindra, I know you want to go international. If you remain in this company, Novo, you have to wait longer time. So better to you join with me IPCA in Myanmar. Till that time, I was not knowing where is the Myanmar, what is the Burma, but only knowing about Rangoon, Mere Piya Gaye Rangoon, that's the reason, that much only I was knowing.
That's a well-known song. That's a well-known
Yeah,
song.
yeah. So when I reach in Myanmar, I come to know, and after 3 days, then when Mr. Amrish Sethi was leaving to go and drop him to at airport when see off, then he told me, Ravindra, I already resigned from IPCA. Hey, I told him, oh, that was a very big shock for me because I came just because of him in IPCA.
Right.
And then he said, no, I could, because Mr. Sethi has mostly worked in his life in multinational. He hardly worked in Indian company. So for the person who has mostly worked in multinational and worked in Indian company is very difficult. At least that time it was more difficult. Now they mostly become same. So then I say, okay, then I reach here, and after that I find Myanmar is very good country to live, and then it's all destiny. I always believe you and me can only do our karma. Result is neither today, neither tomorrow, and neither never will be in our hand, because it is a combination of your karma plus your luck, then it's a result. So I reach in Myanmar, and after IPCA I work 1.5 years, and then I got offer from Glenmark, and then I joined Glenmark Pharma, and we in Glenmark I was 5.5 years, and I took their business around 6 to 7 times when I joined. So for all 4 years I was one of the best performing country manager. Me and my team has traveled to Bangkok, Tokyo, Beijing, Bali, and Phuket, all every year in Star Award. And in 2016, I started my new company with partnership with one local doctors in Myanmar. that is wind submarine, and that also we make it in 4 year around $1 million just with 8 product. And but only 2 months back I sold my equity to the doctor and I started now my new company. So till now I'm very happy in Myanmar. People are very good and it's a very peaceful country. And that is Myanmar is a one country where you can have time, energy and money, all three things one time. So that's a very rare combination you will find in life.
That's beautiful to know that your journey from and that particularly that incident when your manager told you that he has already resigned. And I can understand the situation at that point of time. It was like, oh, what to do and how to do. So, and particularly particularly moving from one country to another and settle down in a job, and after some time you have started your own organization, and now we have sold that one also and started a new venture. So this whole
Yeah.
thing from from the job to the new venture and then selling it out and starting something new. So how do you see the life from the perspective of so many changes? So what is your view about life?
Life is a celebration. Learn to celebrate your failure also and success also. And that is the thing which I learned. And sometimes you are unhappy and sometimes you are happy. But like I always believe, happiness is the state of mind. It does not belong only money, only the situation. And it depends if how you want to be happy, then you will be happy. No one else in this world can make you happy except yourself, and
Right.
no one can make you unhappy also unless and until you want to be unhappy. And because I am a one person who don't believe in very long planning. I believe I take it life as it is goes, because in my philosophy says if you keep planning you will going to have lot of expectation, and if you will going to have lot of expectation, if it won't fulfill you will going to have frustration. So don't have much planning, don't have much expectation, just do it your thing which your soul says, which you think it is right, and then go ahead. And then in that way life goes on. And touchwood in Myanmar, in this 11 year, we have achieved a lot, and we always try to help ourselves as well as if God has given us some strength, and anyway we will try to help the people, because when you help the people, you then only you will get the truly really blessing and happiness. And one thing, Vivek, I want to tell you, because like 21 year I work as an employee and last 5 year as an employer. So someone asked me, what is the difference between these two? Really, there is only one basic difference. When you are an employee, on 30th, you know how much you are going to earn, how much you are going to get in your pocket. And as an employer, you know how
Right.
much you are going to pay.
Right.
And because as a employer you doesn't know your payment will come or may not be coming, but you have to pay your employee. You can't say your employee, oh, today I have not got the payment so I can't pay it. So it till now, by the grace of God, journey is good, and I always keep it my attitude positive in any situation. That is the way take it life.
Right. So you are absolutely right that the only difference between when you are on the other side of the table as an employer and before that working as an employee, and the difference is of one side you are taker, other side you are giver.
Yeah.
So so how did you see the stress when it comes to having so many expectations from so many people, be it employee, be it a supplier, be it a vendor, be it a family members. And when you are shifting gears, there are a lot of expectations. So how do you cope up with that stress or the higher expectation?
Vivek, I don't know why people are think like that, because now I have already like one of my friend who walking with me, Mr. Dhanuka, he is online with me. He also asked
Okay,
me, Ravindra, why, how you can be always positive? Because what happened, I have got one thing. I don't keep anything pending to do. One thing.
right.
So there is a no pending thing on my desk. I do everything as on time. Okay. And another thing,
Mm-hmm.
I have developed one habit. I am on 99%. I am very blunt and mostly truthful. If suppose I'm not going to do something, I will tell you. It may harm you. It may
Mm-hmm.
you like it or you don't like it, which I don't care. So then you have to be very clear that this thing will going to happen or this will not going to happen.
Right.
Like what I have learned as a managing director or CEO or any top position of any company, basically your job to take decision. And
Mm-hmm.
unless and until, so I don't, for me, I'm not, never be in the dilemma, I will do this, I will not do this. That is never happened with me. I'm very clear. This I have to do this. Once I decided, I always forget it. Whatever, what I have achieved in Glenmark or any another company, I never compare my journey to this current journey. For me, like till uh, last month, till 15th August, I used to work for Winsumring, but my new company which I started, that was the best company in the world for me. Now my this new company is the best for me. I don't want to compare myself with anybody except myself, and that helped me to do things much more better. So there's either another thing which I try and work out. Don't promise if you can't do it. And so my team, whenever they work with me, they know if Mr. Jain has told them today is the day I'm going to pay them salary, I have money or not have money, but they know they will get it. So same way that I always believe, we have in Hindi that one saying, Yatha Raja Tatha Praja. So this always go from up to down. It never go from down to up. So if you are honest, you are disciplined, your team will also slowly will, because I am belong one more thing. Like success or unsuccess, they both are also infectious. If you are successful, your mindset is positive, your team will also be a successful, they will also be a positive. And another thing, I always work on lot of trust. I don't work like another pharma company. You believe in last 5 years in my as an entrepreneur, I never do typical meetings. No PD, no this PPT presentation. I
Mm-hmm.
never do PPT presentation. No target. My way
Mm-hmm.
of working is very very different to any another typical pharma company, and no even like the other long range planning, that planning, I don't believe all this. I don't like also this, because we doesn't know tomorrow we will be alive, but we want to plan for 5 years. What is this nonsense? I don't believe in that. If we live, we will plan it. Some people, they say no, that is not the way. I say okay, that may be not for me, it is working and I am happy with that, because I am not here to prove someone else. I am very happy with only to me and my family, and if they both or they all are happy, then I am also happy.
That is very good point. When we see when we don't put so many expectations and just believe in karma or the whatever we have in our hands today. So we focus on that part and then just keep doing our bit of efforts with our efforts and whatever we can do in that particular time. That's a good formula. But what happens? One thing which I have seen, one is the putting so many expectations and put under a lot of stress, and that impacts the performance or the delivery or the outcome. And the second thing, for which you have already shared that this is what you do when it comes to setting up expectations, so you see yourself as a in your competition. At the same time, what I have seen other dilemma or the other challenge with people is uh, they are too much bothered about what other people are thinking about them. If they go to a party, they are too much worried about how they will, how others are seeing them, whether they are in a good dress or they are well groomed, or whether it's when it comes to a salary or the status, the people are more worried about they should have a big house or a big car so that they can showcase their status to others so that others will think in one or other way. So this kind of dilemma is also there. So what is your view about this particular point?
That is human nature. We want to compare with other, but that is the main cause of worries, main cause of your mostly unhappiness. Because in my opinion, 65 to 75, 70%, if you don't do only one thing, then your problem will be solved. That 70% your unhappiness with only to the comparison come out. I will tell you one very interesting story for that. There was a one crow. He used to live happy life with his family, and they were happy doing every normally, and life was going on. So he was very happy, but one day he see that bagula, and so then that crows think, oh, I am a black and he is a white. So he asked, yeah, I should also be white. So once he see that white bird, and then what happened? He become unhappy. So then he go to that bagla and ask him, "Are you happy?" He say, "No, I am not. I was happy till that time. I have not seen the parrot, because parrot having a three color, having a green color, red color. So he thought, okay, parrot is will be more happy." So what happened then? They both go to parrot and ask him, "Are you happy?" He say, "I was very happy unless and until I have seen the peacock." So and they ask him, they all three go and ask the peacock, "Are you happy with your life?" Peacock say, because I have lot of color, my these wings are very good. I can dance and I can sing. So that human being taking me and put in the zoo. So previously I was very happy, but now I am not happy. So now these all three are discussing. Then they ask him, which word is the happy in this world? So they think, they all three say, if we go in make a round of entire zoo, every word is there inside the zoo, but there is a nobody is there. No crow is not there because it is in color in black. So nobody want to see crow in the zoo. So he say they they all three think crow is the only bird which is very happy because they can fly anytime, they can go anywhere. So life is always like that. What we have, we are not happy with that, but we want to be happy with what you don't have. So I always believe don't compare with yourself to anybody else, because everybody is having a different journey. Everybody is very different to each other. Even some study says when they done the study of 30 identical twins, then also they are different. They don't match in so many things. So don't compare yourself to anybody, and I think that is the main cause of in the world of this unhappiness. Being like, if you compare US, they are so rich, but still they sell 3.5 trillion dollar medicine, because every second person in US on medicine, he has so many problems. So happiness alone doesn't belong only if you are healthy. If you are not healthy, you are only having money. So I always believe don't compare your life with anybody else. Compare with yourself, what you were from, where you started and where you reach. Then only you will happy. Because I am one of my dialogue, I always say we all are like a prepaid SIM card till in this world. Till that time your validity and balance is there. Just utilize and enjoy. Nobody knows out of these two when one disappear. If there is no balance, you can't use it. If there is no validity, you can't use it. So our life is like a prepaid SIM card. Till that time you have both, just enjoy it. If either one has gone, you are finished. Because I do the medical tourism business, so I have seen the people who have lot of money, but still they were begging for the health and begging for life, which is not come. Because when you have to take care of your body, you don't take care. You just don't taking care of your body, drinking, dancing and drinking, eating at night, and not taking proper rest, taking tension, and ultimate then you fall up. Like India is now become the world capital of diabetes, and they have lot of heart patient. Lot of every year whenever I go to India, people are rich but not happy, which is a very sign for me.
This is a very good question as well as a answer also. So my question is, what is the happiness means to you? So that I can understand when you're saying you can see rich people, but you are not able to see happy people. So what is your in, uh, version of about happiness?
Like this year I have taken my for 1 year, my for me the happiness is if you are sleeping without taking any medicine, and you get up in the morning without alarm, you are very happy. Because if you are healthy, that is first thing need for happiness. You are unhealthy, you cannot be happy. So first take care of your health, that is the most important. Like I always believe, uh, your health is the best friend. Your body is the first best friend for yourself. It is not your mother, not your wife, not your children. If your body is not good, nobody is going to take your injection in your place. Nobody will going to take your ventilator in place of you. So take care of your body, because that is your the best friend which you have to take up to 70 year, 80 year, 100 year, nobody knows. So give time for your body, appreciate whatever way you are, take care of you, do exercise, do your meditation or whatever you love to do. And another thing, like happiness, I feel happy when my family or my friends are happy. Alone, aloof, you can't be happy. So for me, happiness, you have to search. Everywhere there is a happiness. Like for me, I am not a person like other people. Suppose today I have a Nissan Sunny car. If I buy, maybe in future I buy Mercedes or maybe a BMW also. But these all happiness don't give me kick for much time. It may be for few days I may be feeling happy, but after some time, I still remember when I was a small child on fifth standard or sixth standard. That time I got the first my bicycle. That was the that was the best happiness I got it from any things. So for me, things doesn't make me much happy. Having a now, because Mr. Vivek and mostly we people who got these all facility, talking on Zoom, listening on Zoom, we are the privileged people. We mostly people have reached on that stage where we have all basics need or more than basics. After this age, if you are going to earn more money, what you are going to do? You are going to change only brand. Because if you got more money, you will buy Mercedes. If you got more money, you will buy BMW. If you got more money, you will buy Rolls Royce. Road will going to remain same. Only car is going to change, and that is not nothing is going. I have seen all type car; they all are same, no difference. If you need to go to in the Delhi airport, it is going to same time. So these brand are just they. So you are the best brand. So give importance for your these if things are important. I am not telling these all things are not important. They are important, but don't think they are the only thing important. But mostly think if like there is a one saying nowadays people they want to have a screen guard for iPhone and Samsung. They may not have helmet on their head because they are worried more for mobile than their head. So we become too much concentrating on things, not on people. We should be care for people. Like I'm a Rotarian. I do lot of charity work. I do lot of things for helping to the people. That is my passion. So that give me a lot of happiness, and that is my future plan. We will going to do a lot of things for the underprivileged or wherever we can help. That give you a lot of happiness, and it give you the peaceful sleep. That is very, very important.
I can see the the points, the depth, the insight which you bring here in the discussion with respect to the happiness. Yes, it's all about the way how we see the life, and happiness is everywhere. Be we just need to be open and see where we find it. But that is everywhere.
Yeah.
And second important thing which I feel, the point which you shared with respect to our body, the happy that our body is something, is like a temple, which we should
Yes.
take care, and if it is being taken care, everything will be great. And if it not, so be it a diabetes, or be it a heart issue, heart problem, or need of a ventilator, you have to take care everything yourself. No one will come and help you. So
Yeah,
choice
they
is
can
ours.
motivate you, but you have to take injection. They can't take your injection, or you can't take anybody else injection. That you have to take it. Na?
Right, right. So the point at the end of the day, the point is, when we are talking about how we see that, what is the happiness means to me. So the point is, if this is everywhere, we have to just see things. There are things around us, material things, which will not change the whole course. So they are important, but at the end of the day, the destination is important, and all of us are moving towards that. So it doesn't make any difference how we are reaching there.
Yes.
So this is what I got, the inference which I got from the sharing. Now we talked about your journey from India to Burma. We talked about what is life, what is the happiness, and why what people should do. They should not compare with others. They should see. They should compete with self. And then the most important thing, that we should not bother about what others are thinking. We should more look towards how what we want to achieve out of it. What is the higher purpose of life? So one more thing which is coming out of this discussion is, and you also talked about this in a brief, where you are not very much focused on the presentation part, on the what is going to happen tomorrow. But we have seen in current time, people are more worried about the past or about the future. They continue carrying the baggage of past. The it may be the past is past experiences. It can be the past incidents. They always keep carrying with themselves, and more worried about the future. So forget to take care the present. Forget to take care the happy moments. I can say that also. Forget to enjoy the moments what they have in their hand right now. So why this happens? Why we are too much focused towards our future rather than enjoying the present?
This typical phenomena happen especially in Indians. Indians are known for that because we are too much worried about the neighbors, what people are, क्या कहेंगे लोग, उसका हमारे बारे में लोग क्या सोचते हैं, वो हम इंडियन के बारे में बहुत चिंता है. अच्छा, I will give you Vivek one example. I have a digress. I have my two sons. Me and my wife never told them you become engineer or you become doctor. Touch wood, my elder son is in Canada and he just graduated, and last year he was the president of University British Columbia, Canada. He was the first Asian chosen as a president. We never told him that you do this, but we were just an observer. I have not much role in that. My wife was taking care. He's is not doing something wrong. So I always believe when you give your children the good sanskar, good culture, you no need to keep it them on the watch 24/7. And another thing, when you are buried, why you worried in past? And another thing, I give you one simple example. Recently, one of my friend asked me, "Hey Ravindra, what your son is going to do? Now he has already passed out." I say, now he is capable enough. What he want to do, he will do it. How I can say you do this, you don't do this? Because I am in a very strong belief, if someone will take their own decision, he will have ownership. If you are going to impose something, he will not have ownership. That's the reason I always say, you remember in previously, mostly when we used to got married, they used parents used to see the girl, your wife, and you get married, you have not seen her before marriage. When there is a fight, then they used to say, oh, you have chosen, so I don't want that. You choose and you live, you fight, good. If you don't fight, good, take your own decision. So you will be you will be responsible. When you take a decision, I want people should have ownership, and if you have ownership, you will try best to continue that same thing. That is very, very important. But some people are too much possessive about they mostly obsessed. You see how many in India, I got shocked, so many children are doing suicide and at the age of 12, 15, 17, because these parents couldn't do it. They become an engineer, they don't become a doctor. Now they are compelling their son to become doctor. He doesn't like medical, but still they think you become doctor. Arey, if you become doctor, if you don't like, why to do it? So my philosophy says very simple. I told my both son, best thing, if you want to be happy, one more thing which I do, and it is very good, it worked for me. Choose your passion as a profession. Whatever is your passion, if you love to cooking, become a very good cook. If you want to your passion is photography, become a photographer. Do whatever you love to do. Like my passion is to selling, so I become a medical representative. And from medical representative, born in Bundelkhand, one of the most backward area in Lalitpur, UP, I reach here. So unless if you are want to be excel in any job, what a XYZ job may be different, that it should be your passion. So that is a if you are lucky enough, then your passion and profession is same. If you are not lucky enough, do one thing, make your profession your passion, but don't complain. I hate these some people, they are doing some job and they say, oh, I don't like this my boss is not good, this is not good, and he's still working. I don't like this. If suppose some people say, oh, Myanmar have this problem, don't live in Myanmar. If you have option, if you don't have option, then live here and enjoy it. Don't do something. There is a very simple philosophy in my life: either so powerful, change the system. If you can't change the system, enjoy the system. Don't complain in the inside the system. So that's the reason. I always believe, don't worry about future, because first thing, I am a Jain. Another, in Jainism there are two sects. One is called Vyavharvadi, another is a Nischayvadi. In Nischayvadi, meaning everything is going to happen, it is pre-decided. That is our philosophy, which I strongly believe. Today, this interview was going to happen. So that how it has happened, that is also, it was already predestined. So I talked to Ramnathan, and then he connected to you, so it worked. So that's I believe very strongly on that. And another thing, some people agree, some people not agree. They say, no, 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 it won't happen. But I'm not like, I don't change very easily. I have my own thought process. If you agree, well and good. And I'm not here to convince you. No need to convince me on with my thought, and neither you need to convince me. You happy with your thought, I am happy with my thought. So that's the way no need to worry about much future. And if you want to be have another thing, one thing which very important, we as a human being, as especially we have a typical thinking, I am not doing that, I am not taking care of my parents, whatever may be the reason, because they live in India, I live in Myanmar. And if I am having expectation my children will do, then I am the foolish person in this world. If you are going to do something for your parents, then you can expect only then, and then it will happen or not, it is not guarantee. But if you have not done, then don't expect all this.
This is a beautiful example, I can say, uh, and this is very commonly seen in India, at least, because we know our country much better than anyone else. And this is one example of, there are so many other examples of having expectations and worried about what is going to happen tomorrow, and spend wasting our present, or wasting our current time what we have in our hand, in in the concern, in worry that what is going to happen tomorrow. So you rightly said, if we are rightly said that if we are more focused and we are very clear what is, and be and practical, more important is, we should be practical, and if we are practical, I think, and realistic at the same time, so that's not a big issue to deal with.
And another thing, what happened?
What?
We people, mostly people are so much afraid to die. That is the only truth of life. One day, today or tomorrow, or maybe after few years, we all going to die. Why too afraid? I don't understand. Whenever it is going to come, you
Mhm.
will be, and we all are going to die. So why too afraid? If but we can pray only to the God. If we will die, we should die like sitting and every one stroke, everything over. We should not be going in bad and then 3 year, 10 year bad. We should not be bedridden. We can pray for that God. Why too worried about? Everybody is so much worried. Oh, I will die. That is the only truth of life. Everybody is going to die, but still people are afraid. So they don't be practical. Something happen like for so many people. Oh, now he died, that died. It's okay. If died, nothing can. Life never stop. Life will continue. Some few days you will cry, after then everything becomes as usual, because we human being adjust very fast. That's the reason we are the only animal who can survive in plus 50 degree and minus 50 degree. No animal except human can survive in these two extreme conditions.
Right, right. Uh, you rightly said, we should not worry about anything what is going to happen in future.
Yeah,
If we will accept what is going to come, let's accept it and
yeah,
ready to face it, with the fact that yes, this is the, whether it's about the death, or it is about any other situation or scenario which is going to come tomorrow. And if we are aware about, if we are not aware about, it's okay, be spontaneous and deal the situation. Or if you are aware about what is going to come tomorrow, then we should welcome it with open arms. I think that's the best way
yeah.
to deal these uncertainties or the ambiguities of tomorrow. But yes, you rightly said, it is the phenomena. It is the general trend when we are too much focused on one or other aspect of life, and thinking too much about it. So, what is so there are some other situations which I have seen in life, but with my life as well as people around me.
Mhm.
Uh, they, they, and you also talked about when you were sharing that your thought is you have certain thoughts with you, and you don't want to change, and but instead of that you want to change the other person in front of you, and then whole issue start up or the whole issue build up around that, and then it might go in a hot debate, it might go in a conflict or something else. So what I want to ask, there are situations when you want to say no to the person in front of you. And I have seen lot of issues because of this fact that when you are not able to say no to the other person, you are saying yes and moving on. But ultimately or after
No,
some time this
that is
comes up in front of you and creates lot of issue. So I think you must have
no, that
seen
is
or
that is the best.
experienced something similar to this in your life. So what do you
Yeah.
do when it comes to you in this kind of a form?
When I was in Pune, I used to work in Panacea Biotech. Okay. In Pune, there is a one of the Dr. Susil Lunawat. He is the topmost ENT doctor there. If you search in
Mhm.
Google, his three generation is the ENT doctors. He sit in Tilak Road and one of the topmost doctor, and he was a president of ENT Association. I was regional manager. So I go and tell the doctor there was a Indian conference in Pune, and we promised him to give some money for sponsorship. But when I call to my company say Pune your region have budget, but all India budget is finished. So we cannot give any money for this conference. So now for me it's very difficult. So mostly in this situation, mostly pharma company, what they do, they just run away. They switch off mobile if doctor is calling and they don't want to answer it. So that was a one option for me. Or either they will send their poor guy medical representative or their area manager go and inform the doctors. So I still remember that day there is a one guy he used to work. His name is, I forget his, I think some Tandale, Sandesh Tandale. He used to work as a medical rep. I was working with him. So I told him, Sandesh, hey, you go and inform the Dr. Lunawat that this company, our company will not do the sponsorship. And this doctor was giving me a lot of business. One of the highest business he was giving in Pune for us. And he is a key opinion leader. So I told Sandesh, go and tell the doctor, and I am waiting on bike. Just I thought, okay, because this he can't say, boss, you also come. So I thought, but somehow I don't know how it clicked. He was waiting, and then somehow it come in my mind, and I thought, okay, I will also join to Sandesh. So then me and Sandesh go inside the doctor chamber, and then I go and tell Dr. Lunawat, sorry, doctor, if you want to stop, you stop writing our product. My company say they don't have this year budget. It is already over, so we will not able to sponsorship your this conference one chapter. So I still remember Dr. Lunawat see from me toe to bottom, and he told me, Mr. Jain, in my career of 30 years, no pharma company person come and tell me like this. Nobody dare to tell me so no. And then you are telling stop writing my product. He say I appreciate your guts, and neither he stop writing my product and neither he is unhappy also. He say okay, no problem, some another company will do. After that, Vivek, it never happened for me. If I have to tell whosoever, I don't damn care it. If I'm not going to do, I will tell that time only. And because if you are not going to tell today, it will you need to tell tomorrow or maybe day after tomorrow. Just hiding problem will not solve the problem. It is going to make worse the problem. So if you want to say no, say no. If you want to say yes, yes. It may be harm for few minutes, or sometime it may be loss for in short term, but in long term it will make huge difference. So that is the art. We have to learn it. Sometimes you have to tell the very powerful people no, but in my career I have told them I will not do this, and it means I will not do, and it paid me. Initially, so many people say like what you were telling, but I believe very strongly. If you want to say no, say no. When if you are 100% uh, you are 100% sure you want to say no, say no.
Right. Okay. So what we are getting from it, if you have to say no, be upfront and don't worry about again it's a worry about the future. What is going to happen if I will say no?
No, no, that
So
future
focus.
will going to, you have to worry. If you are postponing, that is a one situation you cannot run away. You have to tell, you
Right,
have
right.
no another choice. That other
No,
case you may
what?
have choice. In this case the problem is you are going to only, it is like if suppose doctor say you need a surgery, so you cannot go, if the surgery is only option, you have to do surgery, do it today or tomorrow. But if you are going to prolong your surgery, the outcome will be going to the worst. So better to do it surgery now and never. Very simple.
Right, right. What I was saying is, that is what we are getting out of it is, if you have to say no, go right straight forward and say no. And if you are not doing today, if you have to say no tomorrow or maybe day after tomorrow. But why
Yes.
this phenomena works in this way? Why it is difficult to say no? Because in the moment we are worried about future. What is going to happen if I will say no? Maybe this doctor will not write my products. Maybe this doctor is because this person is an opinion leader or opinion creates opinion. So this person might create a negative opinion about our product or about the company or about the people. So all these are the worry about the future. What is going to happen if I will say no? I think we should not do that. And still, it is based on the experience as well as based on the various sharings. It looks like it is difficult to say no as a first step, but when we will do it, it will give us lot of relief,
Vivek, your voice is not
lot of
clear.
comfort. And
Your voice
now, is it
is
okay?
not clear. No.
Okay, is it okay now?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
still
now okay. Yeah,
now okay.
yes, okay.
Am I audible? Okay,
Yeah, now audible.
okay, fine. So the point is, okay, the point is, it is always good to go and say no, rather than putting it on hold or postponing it for the future.
Yes, what I understand,
Am I
there
audible?
is no another option. You have to tell. There is no another, no shortcut. If you have to say no,
Right.
say no. If you have to say yes, yes. There is no another option. Because in other cases you may have some option.
Right.
In this case, if suppose doctor say you need liver transplant, you need liver transplant. If you can do it today or do it in 3 months later, but then your result will be much more worse. That is the only way.
So now we are talking about how difficult it is to say no, and we got uh, some references from you how to handle those kind of situations. So there is one more situation which I can recall from my experiences that even during this COVID-19 scenario, am I audible?
Not clear.
Oh, no, not clear. Okay, so let me see.
I think you switch off your video for some time. Then it may be clear. Maybe internet may be slow.
Yeah, maybe the network issue. Okay, is it okay?
Hello.
Yes, is it okay?
Yeah, now okay.
Okay. So my question is, so I was sharing one incident in last week when I met someone, and he started talking about the situation created by COVID-19 and the difficulty people are having around it. And then we started moving from COVID-19, comparing from COVID-19 to the overall economic situation in the country and around the world. And then some of the recent incidents happened in the country. And at the end of our conversation, it was like nothing is working around, everything is bad. So when it comes to the people, though you have talked about it, that if you are in a, if you, we should not complain. We should not complain about the situation or whatever is things we see around us. So we should not complain about it. Rather than that, we should be happy about it. Whatever is the situation, if we can change the situation, we should do. If not, we should be happy whatever the situation is. So, can you put a little more light around it? How we can handle this situation in this post COVID-19 scenario?
Your question about after post COVID-19, you're asking that?
Yes, lot of negativity, lot of ambiguities around. So how we should handle this situation in a more positive way?
Because this COVID-19 situation is not, it is created by Chinese or maybe not by someone else, but it's a pandemic. So you and me have no option with that. We have to cope up with that. And mostly people are saying this COVID will going to affect our all world up to December 21. So we have to start living with that. You can't run away with that. So in this, you have to be given like I always tell, life is all about the making choices in given situation. So if you have you choose whatever best choice you have, and you have no, if the situation is very bad, you have to find out. Like some of my friends, they have their salary become half, some they have lost the job also, but you have to find something else how you can survive. This is going to be tough for everybody. Everybody will going to impact it, but the few people will going to impact very badly. And in this time, you have to keep the positive mindset. Don't think too much. And one more thing, you will be agree with me. With this COVID, our expenses has gone down drastically, because now we are eating home and not going out, not much expense, no movie, nothing. So our expenses is also gone down. So save money for the bus time if there is a bad time is going to come. And another thing which I very strongly believe, if you want to be happy, live with the debit card, not with credit card. Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Jain sir.
Okay.
I can hear you, Jain sir. Yeah.
So what I'm saying, that very simple philosophy, unless and don't do anything unnecessary, don't have a debit card in your pocket. Don't have credit card, because that is one of the biggest headache for the human being. Because when you have credit card, you do the more expenses and then put a lot of burden on you. वो हमारे यहाँ एक जो कहावत नहीं है, उतना ही पाँव पसारो जितना आपका चद्दर है, then you will be happy. And this is going to be this COVID-19 problem is going to be continue. It is not going so fast from anywhere. If vaccine will come also, then also not, so it is not going to be easy. Slowly we all start living with COVID.
Right. You rightly said that the only way we can be happy and this situation is going to remain same. There is no way that this whole COVID-19 situation or this disruption created by COVID-19 around everyone is not going to change within few months. It will remain there for a couple of more months or maybe a year. And so we should know how to navigate it and be more focused on what we have to do rather than rather than complaining about the things what is happening around. So with this, I will open the forum for the participants. If they have any question about the topic of the day, so they can ask.
हाँ तिवारी जी नमस्कार. तिवारी जी तो बहुत
नमस्कार जैन साहब, नमस्कार.
हाँ, अभी तिवारी जी को मैं क्या आंसर दूंगा, आप तो खुद ही इतने एक्सपीरियंस है.
नहीं आप बिल्कुल प्लीज, आपको जो उचित लगे.
नहीं अभी वो तो उन्होंने अभी now he opened the forum. Now if you want to discuss something we can discuss.
मेरे ख्याल आपका ये जो विषय है ये बहुत अच्छा है जैन साहब. प्रसन्नता बहुत ही व्यक्तिगत चुनाव होता है और आदमी को कभी कभी प्रसन्न रहना ही नहीं आता, बाकी सब आता है.
बिल्कुल सही बात.
हाँ, और अब जैसे गीता में भी अगर आप पढ़िए तो भगवान कृष्ण भी कहते हैं कि मन की बात है, प्रसन्न आदमी क्यों नहीं होता है, क्योंकि सबसे बड़ी बात है कि उसका मन उसके वश में नहीं होता है.
सही है.
तो मनो दुर्निग्रहम चलम तो भगवान कृष्ण कहते ही हैं. फिर कहते हैं अभ्यासेन तो कौनते वैराग्यन से गृह्यते, यानी आप अभ्यास करिए और वैराग्य लाइए. दोनों बातें इंपॉर्टेंट हैं. अभ्यास हम करते नहीं है और वैराग्य तो बहुत दूर की बात है. आदमी का जो अटैचमेंट होता है और जो एक्सपेक्टेशन होता है, सारी समस्याएं वहीं पर है. मान लीजिए इसी कॉल में अगर आपसे कोई अनुचित बात कह दे, या मान लीजिए इसी कॉल को कोई छोड़ दे या लोग ना आए या कुछ भी करें, या मान लीजिए आपसे कोई व्यवहार ठीक ना करे, तो हमको दुख होता है. हम तुरंत अपनी खुशी खो देते हैं और बहुत ये बड़ा कठिन है दरअसल. मैं बताऊं, आदमी को मतलब ये कहना बहुत कुछ आसान है, दरअसल ये बहुत बड़े अभ्यास की बात है. और वो जो सम सुख दुखेशु वाली प्रवृत्ति है ना, कि सुख है या दुख है, आपने बड़ी अच्छी बातें कही, कुछ है आपने बड़े अच्छे अनुभव कई तरीके से प्रस्तुत किए. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि स्वभाव देखिए हमारी एक जीनोटाइप होती है. अब आप यही देख लीजिए कि 7 अरब लोग इस दुनिया में हैं, सबको ईश्वर ने अलग तरीके से सारा कुछ, कई चीजें सिस्टम सेम है, लेकिन सबका आचार विचार व्यवहार और उनका जो रिएक्शन है वो सबका अलग अलग है अपने अपने. तो काफी चीजें मतलब इस पे भी निर्भर करती हैं कि आप किस तरीके का संस्कार, जैसे आपने बात की उसकी, कैसा आपका व्यवहार बनता है. मतलब आप जैसे कॉर्पोरेट लाइफ की बात आपने भी अपनी शेयर की, आप ये कह रहे थे, एक्चुअली मुझे भी ये ध्यान आता है कि कई दफे यू गेट हायर्ड फॉर योर स्किल्स बट यू गेट फायर्ड फॉर योर बिहेवियर. हम क्यों, अब हमारा व्यवहार क्यों खराब होता है? इसलिए क्योंकि हमारा अहम बीच में आता है. कई दफे किसी ने कुछ कह दिया, छोटी सी बात कह दी, कुछ हमारे मन के हिसाब से नहीं हुआ, सारी समस्या एक्सपेक्टेशन की है। तो वहीं गौतम बुद्ध जी भी अब यही है कि अब इसको जो वैराग्य और जो अभ्यास की बात है, इसको करना बड़ा कठिन है, लेकिन हाँ प्रयास करना चाहिए।
Yes,
आपने
yes.
काफी चीजें अच्छी बताई, मुझे बड़ा अच्छा लगा आपका सेशन। आपका भी धन्यवाद और विवेक जी का भी धन्यवाद। और अच्छा इसलिए लगा क्योंकि मुझे जहां जाना था मैंने वो प्रोग्राम भी कैंसिल किया, मैं वहां गया भी नहीं और आपका सेशन मैं चाह रहा था ये सुनूं। ये
Thank you
अच्छी
very
बात
much.
है इसमें, बिल्कुल। शायद ओवर टू यू, मेरा ख्याल।
Thank you very much, तिवारी जी.
बिल्कुल, मेरा हमारा सौभाग्य है। धन्यवाद।
थैंक यू तिवारी जी, आपने काफी सही तरीके से और बहुत आसान तरीके से बताया कि चाहते तो हम बहुत कुछ है, पर वो हो जाए तो उससे अच्छा कुछ नहीं है। और जब उसमें उसको लाने के लिए या उसको पाने के लिए हमें कुछ करना पड़ता है, तो वो जो करना है वहीं पे सबसे ज्यादा कठिनाई का सामना करना हो जाता है।
बिल्कुल है।
और जब तो वो वैराग्य भी है और जो हमारे प्रयास हैं कहीं ना कहीं वो दोनों चीजें हैं। बहुत धन्यवाद आपका, अपने इस सब्जेक्ट को यहाँ
मैं
पे
आपको एक रामचरितमानस की चौपाई सुना देता हूँ,
हाँ हाँ बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
और ये आप देखिएगा,
हाँ जी,
अगर आप
प्लीज।
पढ़िए कभी रामचरितमानस तुलसीदास जी की, उन्होंने बताया पूरे संसार में जितनी समस्या है ना, उसमें लिखा है उन्होंने कि उमा जे राम चरण रत, उमा जे राम चरण रत, और उसमें आगे कहते हैं कि जो लोग राम के चरण में रहते हैं, कैसन करें विरोध, देख ही निज प्रभुमय जगत। और कैसन करें विरोध कहने का मतलब यह है कि जो लोग पूरे संसार को उनकी तरह, उन्हीं को संसार में उनको सबके अंदर देखते हैं, वो किसी से विरोध नहीं कर सकते हैं। मुझे लगता है जितना विरोध है, जितना भी ये एक्सपेक्टेशन, अगर ये आदमी सब में भगवान को देखे, और वो, अब ये सब भी चीजें भी बड़े प्रयास की बात है, कहना बड़ा आसान है, मैं कोट कर सकता हूँ किसी को भी, और सवाल ये कि क्या मैं खुद कर पा रहा हूँ उसको। ये सबसे, हर एवरीथिंग स्टार्ट्स विद मी एक्चुअली।
या ये अपन से शुरू होके अपन में ही तो खत्म है सब.
सब सारा कुछ वो अपने लिए है, मतलब बड़ी प्रैक्टिस पहले को इंसान को खुद करनी है।
Yes.
आपने आपने जो ये बात कही है, आज या कल मैं किसी से बात कर रहा था या कहीं कुछ बात हो रही थी, जिसमें ये बात आया कि कितना कुछ है हम बोलते तो हैं, कितना कुछ है जो हम बोलते तो हैं, पर कितना कुछ है जो हम अमल में लेके आ पाते हैं अपने जीवन में।
हाँ वो तो ही है
तो ये
सारी
जो
सारी समस्या ही वही है।
बोलने का और करने का जो डिफरेंस है ना, कोई सारा गेम है, जिसको कि हम जिसकी जदोजहद में फंसे रहते हैं।
बट जो
अगर हम
ले
वो
आता है
बैलेंस
वो
कर ले,
सुखी रहता है.
जो
जो
ले आता है वो
लेके
सुखी
आता है
रहता है।
वो
और
मजे है.
मुझे लगता है कि मुझे लगता है कि वही हमारा आज का टॉपिक भी था, जिसको हम ये चाह रहे थे कि हम उन बातों को डिस्कस कर पाए कि हाउ टू लिव हैप्पी और हाउ टू लिव हैप्पी।
आवाज नहीं आ रही है साहब।
सारी यही दिक्कत क्या है।
चलो विवेक जी, अभी आवाज नहीं आ रही, आपका इंटरनेट का कुछ इश्यू है.
चलिए हम लोग फिर संपर्क करेंगे, मिलते रहेंगे ऐसे।
चलो ठीक है विवेक जी, थैंक यू वेरी मच.
धन्यवाद जैन साहब, धन्यवाद विवेक जी, थैंक्स हर्ष,
थैंक यू
बाय
Thank you, sir. Thank
बाय।
you.
थैंक्स
थैंक यू. गुड नाइट एवरीबॉडी. गुड नाइट विवेक जी, थैंक यू वेरी मच.
थैंक यू
थैंक यू. गुड नाइट. थैंक यू. बाय बाय.